Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very next guest are these two incredible singers and songwriters known by the name of the band Kris. So I'm about to add them both into the live now and have a chat with the band Kris about their incredible music that they've made. So yeah, let's add the band Kris in and have a chat with the band Kris.
Hey,
hello. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. I just want to say first up, thank you so much, ladies, for taking the time to join the show. It's such a pleasure having you both on the show today.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. We're so excited.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
We've been looking forward to this.
You're very welcome. So to people that don't know who you are, if you can give like a bit of backstory into yourselves, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Yes. So we are the band Kris. We're sisters. And we are a music duo, a pop music duo,
Yes.
and our
band is based off is inspired by our brother, who's also a musician. He passed away, unfortunately, so we're letting his name, Kris, live on through our music. So that's why we're the band Kris.
Yes.
It's not our last name.
Yeah, we have to always let people know it's not our last name.
So yeah, that's our brother Kris, and he played totally different music, but we're, it's
We
okay.
wanted his name to live on through our music
Yeah.
because, I mean, he was not here to live out his dream, and
So
we are already going to pursue it. I'm like, we should,
let him
make it really a family band.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then that's us in a nutshell. I mean, we play pop music and we write our own
We
music.
write a lot of songs.
And yeah. Oh, and I'm Danny.
And I'm Jeannie.
Pleased to meet you, ladies. Well,
You too.
so we'll dive right into the very first questions now. So with my very first question, you've created numerous of incredible songs in the past.
Thank you.
And present. And what was it like getting to create this song called Jacket? Because incredible song, Jacket.
Oh, thank you so much.
Great. Yeah, what was it like creating Jacket?
Oh.
Jacket was created back in 2014, I think.
Yeah,
right? 2014.
Yeah, you're still in.
I was still in high school. I think we wrote that. I was in 8th grade at the time.
Oh,
It was a long time
It was
ago.
a long time ago, but it was fun. I feel like the whole thing was we thought it would be fun to put like the confidence of the jacket looked better on me. Like it was like kind of. I feel like it was inspired by that.
And it was taking that leap to be more confident in our music.
And then it ended up going around her high school.
Because someone thought it was about them. And we had just recorded it acoustically. And then someone thought it was about them. I remember walking past the room.
We wrote about it
Yeah,
way before you, but
yeah.
then we kind of just let it go on.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't even supposed to be our single. And then when we were creating an EP at the time, we had a different one planned to be the single. And then that one we were like, well, honestly, if people think if this guy thinks it's about him and people are talking about it, let's ride that hype,
And that's what we did. That's Jacket.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So you've also created a song called Red Flags. What was it like coming up with the idea of wanting to create red flags in the first place? And what's the meaning behind Red Flags?
Oh yeah. So Red Flags is about my ex.
He was awful.
He had every red flag you could imagine.
I saw it from the beginning.
Yeah,
but
and
it
so
took someone else a little longer.
It took me a little longer. The final red flag that made me finally break up with him was him becoming between us two, and the band was breaking up, and I was like, hey, now this is the final draw. So that made me break up with him.
And this song, I feel like,
it was like, thank you for giving me that final reason to leave.
It's like that.
I ignored all the red flags, but then say, okay, once you're separating me with my family, it was too far, and so that's the story behind Red Flags.
Yes.
Yeah. So on to our very next question. So you've also created an incredible song called Social Anxiety. What was it like coming up with the idea of wanting to create social anxiety in the first place, and what's the meaning behind it?
Oh, social anxiety. Well, first of all, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I love that you know all these songs.
Yes. So, social anxiety is actually, we wrote that one after I went out one night, and I definitely, with my social anxiety, I probably drank a little more than I would have, and I'll embarrass myself a little. And I came back and, talked to Jamie the next day. I was like, gosh, please tell me. I'm like, this is normal. I'm so embarrassed. And then,
well, yeah, no, it's embarrassing. That's what social anxiety
yeah,
is.
we're like, we just win social anxiety.
So we're like, let's just write a song and post it, so everyone that was there will know, don't hold it to me. I just have really bad social anxiety.
And that's why that first line where it says, I made my once in every 2-year debut, because we were saying we never go out. So then it's that one time I'm once in 2 years, and I ruined it.
Yep,
that's probably about that one.
Yeah.
So on to our next question. So you've also created an incredible song called, I hope I say this right, called he thinks I'm obsessed with him. What was it like coming up with the idea of wanting to create He Thinks I'm Obsessed with Him, and what's the meaning behind this?
Oh yeah, this sounds
this
one. It's about this guy that actually he goes to this. So we're about to start Chapman University this upcoming fall, and it's a guy that goes there. So he like made everyone think that Danny is obsessed with him.
And so it's probably like a common theme that I'm constantly embarrassing myself.
But she's just overly nice. Sometimes I think that it comes off the wrong way, maybe.
And they take it the wrong way.
And, you know, he let it get to his head.
And then he started thinking, I'm obsessed with him. So, of course, and
not to mention he has a girlfriend. So, like,
we were like, what are you talking
about? Really bad life.
Yeah, and we were like, I'm just a nice friend. Like, that's not, you know. So then we decided to, you know.
Like, we need to get that out there to, you know, make sure.
Yeah, it's like, no, he thinks I'm obsessed with him, but I'm not. And so then that's why, and I mean, he also was like an awful person. So then we ended up, like, even in that song where we say, ain't it nice how I'm still going right about a guy who means so little to me, and that was like very like, because we're like, well, I mean, it kind of sounds like we're obsessed with him if we're writing about him. So we had to emphasize that part.
So on to our very next question. So you've also created a song called "Want to Know Me Better." What was it like coming up with the idea of wanting to create "Want to Know Me Better," and what's the meaning behind this one?
So this one, funny story. This one
not
is
the same person.
This was before the girlfriend, before he got a girlfriend, and before that guy,
he, you know, showed interest in Danny. So.
Yeah, so that's about that same guy.
But then it was, you know, it obviously went downhill from there.
So that was before the big storm. But
the song is really about just like, yeah, like, do you want to get to know me better or not? Kind of like,
yeah, which he didn't. No, we didn't want to know him better either.
Awesome.
Our songs are very honest.
Yes. So on to our very next question. So you've also created a song called "Everybody Cries at Night." Such a fantastic song.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So what was it like coming up with the idea of wanting to create this song, and what's like the meaning behind this one?
Yeah, "Everybody Cries at Night" is about you're like,
I didn't know if you're gonna say it. There's always someone else to, you know, lead.
No, well, you can lead it.
Well, "Everybody Cries at Night"
You cry more. I'm just kidding.
We actually, I mean, when we wrote this song, it was after we were both just having an awful day. I don't really think anything was really,
you know, just like those off days that you have.
You're just off, you know, and you just like kind of want to cry, but you have to
like camp because it's like 2 p.m.
And I feel like though like some people get confused as when we say like, why can't we cry at night? And it's like, no, I mean, why do we have to wait till we cry at night? And I think the thing is, like, we know that everyone likes to cry at night because you don't want people, you want to keep in your emotions. We're saying though, like, when
it's hard, like
it's hard when you're feeling so much that you literally cannot wait to be alone. You want to cry,
or like if you're in a restaurant and you are
just
like, you know that's happened to me too. And you just want to start crying and you can't because you're in public.
It sounds so silly, but
it's really like, you know, like when your throat's like closing up because you are holding back tears. It's like about that. It's like, I can't wait till nighttime.
Yeah, we're like, we're too emotional.
Like, I gotta go home and cry.
So that's what that one was. So that's why that song was just based off the simple fact that we sometimes just cannot keep our emotions until nighttime.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, can I just say, with all the songs that I've just named before, so your vocal ranges, I love like your performances that you've done before. Like your vocal ranges are truly sensational.
Wow. Thank you really much.
You guys are so talented. Whoever hasn't seen the band Kris, definitely go check out their songs. They're both truly amazing, as you can see in the interview. You guys have such a gift and talent, and I highly recommend people go check them out. On to my very next question.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Madeline. That was so kind of you to say.
Wow, thank you.
So on to my very next question. So what made you decide, both as like people and artists, to get into singing in the first place? And who would be your like all-time inspirational person or like music artist in the industry, and why?
So I definitely believe that who got us into music would be our brother, just growing up.
I mean, like,
he would pass away before I was born, but growing up,
but hearing about him, it was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, he has such a cool guitar, like, a guitarist, and we're like, oh, and he was in a band, like that's so cool, we want to do that, you know. And then it obviously turned into our own passion though. And then I would say in the industry, who's our biggest inspiration is Taylor Swift.
Like, hands down, that's who,
she's like,
she's the reason you picked up a guitar.
Yeah, she is. She's it's Taylor Swift. I mean, I'm not kidding, I taught myself guitar by printing out lyric sheets and chord sheets of her songs, and that's how I taught myself guitar, because I was just like, well, if she could teach herself, I'm gonna teach myself. And then it was like, you know, I just copied everything she did and sing with her.
So Taylor Swift, hands down.
Yeah.
So on to my very next question. So what does performing music mean to you both, like especially as an artist standpoint?
I mean, music is our life. Like,
it's like the one thing that
gets us through, like, I mean, every bad day, it's always music. I mean, that
especially like, also like going through waves of struggle with depression, like it's one thing that has never changed, I would say. Our mental health is up and down all the time, but the one thing that's our constant is music. So
I mean, it's the one thing, I mean, like, it literally means everything to us, because I mean, even like anytime something bad happens or we're struggling, it's let's write a song about it.
It's just our, like, it's our outlet, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the reason we have been able to get through every hard time in our life. And good times.
And good times, yeah. Never. No.
Awesome. So that's my very next question. So if you could work with like any top 3 music artists in the music industry, who would you team up with and why?
Oh, I like this question, yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Shocker. Yeah. Love. We love
so
Love.
I like Love. I mean, like, there was something with, he has a lot of, you know, radio hits. So it's like, I feel like people, that's what he's known for. But then we started going to, you know, listen to his albums and, you know, dissecting his lyrics. He's
so like
honest,
and he writes whatever like he wants. It feels like, because he's like, will be if you like look at his lyrics and his albums, they're like the most random things, and you're like, wow, that's really relatable.
Yeah.
So, and then our third would be Julia Michaels, which is his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird.
Maybe we could, you know, our dreams come true and we get to work with these artists. We'll try to do it separately.
Yeah, not together.
Awesome. So on to our very next question. So what have you both learned about yourselves, like as a person and especially as artists, like especially during COVID?
So during, as an artist, like together, or as a band, I would say, especially during COVID, we learned so much during COVID,
wow.
you know, just because, I mean, you know, being a musician, it's to go play live and get your music out.
Kind of made us realize we had to like find different ways to, you know, get our music going. So it helped us actually, I feel like, learn new ways to, you know, get us out there, which
it's like really like challenge the way. It's like, okay, well, are you just going to take this as like, there's no other like, we really had to take every opportunity to continue pursuing music. So it's like, okay, we can't go play live. Are you going to go now use social media and connect with people and network just through online? And so
I feel like it actually honestly helped us take advantage of the whole online
social media.
Like, it helped us take advantage of it more.
Yeah. And then I feel like as people, as individuals, I would say, I mean, I learned a lot during COVID and through music, because I mean, we moved to Nashville in 2018, and during that time, I mean, it was going good, but you know, our life kind of like switched, you know, flipped when we got quarantined in California. And so, and I feel like
and our lease was up, so we never went
back.
back.
And I feel like that was a big learning lesson for myself and as a musician, because it was like, hey, how are you gonna adjust to this? And it also taught me just to honestly not care so much what people are thinking. What are they?
Heard a lot before.
Yeah, like, are people wondering if we're Nashville or they? And it's like,
oh, did they give up on their dream? And it was like, we just had to stop
caring and just focus on what I'm doing and what we're doing. And so I learned a lot during COVID and as a musician.
So on to my very next question. So what are like the positive and negatives into creating your like own music, and how do you get through those like negative moments as a band and artist?
Getting through the negative, I would say we write a song about it.
Put it down. We write a song about it. Someone says something.
Yeah,
we write a song about it.
Yep.
But I would say positive is definitely, I mean, writing your own music, you're constantly learning from others as in how they do react to your music. And then you're also learning how to, I mean, comparing it to your own music, you know, like, okay, am I moving forward and writing better music, or am I kind of like staying in the same?
It's a constant, like, you have to constantly, you know, keep yourself in check and make sure you're on the right path, or if you're going
just
the wrong way.
Yeah, or if you're not improving, I'd say. I definitely feel another negative of writing your own music, though, would be kind of, it just does get, sometimes, you know, writer's block really does, it's real, you know, and I feel like,
and then you start, you know, like, okay, wait, is my creativity ever going to come back?
Yeah, so that is definitely a negative. Hey, it's getting through that. I mean, we just keep being persistent with it, and just get behind the instruments and be like, okay, let's just keep trying, even if it sounds awful. Let's just try.
Yeah, that's been a challenge. Just like, okay, just literally get it down on paper, and if this song sucks, then you know,
just
move
keep
on,
trying until the creativity starts, you know, working again.
Awesome. So it's our very last question. So what's like next for you both, like for the rest of 2021, like music wise, that you both would like to announce on the show?
Oh, yes, we got some.
Yes, we do have some fun things coming.
Yeah, so we have like actually a few different projects right now
with multiple different people
for songs. So we have new music coming out. It's exciting.
So I would say right now there's we just recorded vocals with John Townsend, and so that was last Wednesday, I believe.
Yes,
right? And so I'm really excited for that. And that will probably be, you know, coming out before you know it.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah, so what's up for 2021 for us is new music.
Yeah, and we have some shows too.
Oh yeah, we do have some shows.
We are playing North Hollywood next Wednesday, and then
more shows in August.
More shows in August, and
so that will also be coming up.
New music and finally playing live again.
It'll be our first show.
Yeah, because it's been a long time.
So let's hope it goes well.
I'm like,
well,
like, my anxiety.
Yeah, especially this next Wednesday. That will be the first. That will be the big reveal. How we'll do.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this a spanner into the works here. So if you guys could like perform anywhere and go like on any tour around the world, which place would you want to go to, and where would you want to tour?
Oh,
that's cool.
Okay, so here's the only problem with this is that
she's got to get over.
I have really bad plane anxiety, so where I would want to go, I mean,
no, but you gotta think. Okay, we're gonna have our plane anxiety medicine.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
okay, so where do we want to go? I want to go to. I would like to go to Europe.
I would like to go to Europe.
We have friends in Europe, so that'd be cool.
I think Europe would be really fun and awesome.
I'd love to.
I'm trying to think of other places.
She's like, this is a big question because she's never thought about.
Oh, Canada,
that's Canada, and Australia.
Yes,
I'm actually from Australia.
I want to go everywhere.
We're just naming everywhere.
Yeah.
I guess it's something that I'm just waiting till happen because the plane anxiety. Just every time I go into that thought, I'm like, oh, that plane ride is awful.
But no,
I'm gonna get over it. But I mean, like, I have
picked this career. You gotta do it.
Well, would you like to perform one of your songs on the show, by the way?
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely. I don't have my piano in here, so I will have to go get it. But yes, we totally can. I would love to. Yeah. Should we set up?
Yeah,
if you want, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. I'll be right back. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. One moment.
Okay.
My piano's in the other room. Smell this. Were you recovered? Let's do that. All right. Your cover or small this?
Your cover.
Let's play that.
Oh, sorry, we should have been prepared.
You're fine.
We've just been talking. Okay. Well, here's the piano. So, got the piano ready. Oops. Okay. Luckily, we live right next to each other in our rooms, so it wasn't too hard to bring the piano in. Okay. Sorry, gotta plug it in. All right. Sorry. Had to get it all in there. And then So the song that we're going to play is going to be a song called You're a Coward. So this one is
About a coward.
About a coward. So we, so this one is a song we wrote after someone ghosted me, and then
She was like, "Oh, Jamie, I went and called him a coward into his face at a party." I was like, "Great, let's write a song and name it You're a Coward," so he sees it. And so he saw it. We know he saw it. He unfollowed us on Instagram, so he heard it. That means mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, so.
You call me in the late hour. Does that make you feel empowered? Not the type to bring me flowers. Does that make you feel empowered? Well, okay, I swore I wouldn't make a scene. I swore I wouldn't intervene, but here you are in front of me. Face to face, we're at this party. Boy, I promise you'll be sorry. Yes, I see you over there in the corner of the room, acting like I don't care, but you know that I do. You're just like everyone else, don't deserve someone like myself. And I think you're just a coward. Let me say that a little louder. I think you're just a coward. You probably have a reason. Not that I believe it. And no matter the reason, you still ended up leaving. So okay, I swore I wouldn't make a scene. I swore I wouldn't intervene, but here you are in front of me. Face to face, we're at this party. Boy, I promise you'll be sorry. Yes, you see me over here in the center of the room, acting like you don't care, but I know that you do. You're just like everyone else, don't deserve someone like myself. And I think you're just a coward. Let me say that a little louder. I think you're just a coward. I think you're just a coward. Let me say that a little louder. I think you're just a coward. Yes, I see you over there in the corner of the room, acting like I don't care, but you know that I do. Yeah, you know that I do. Yes, you see me over here in the center of the room, acting like you don't care, but I know that you do. Yeah, I know that you do. And I think you're just a coward. Let me say that a little louder. I think you're just a coward. I think you're just a coward. Let me say that a little louder. I think you're just a coward.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for appearing on my show. It's been such a pleasure having you both on the show today. Do you have any last final thoughts that you both would like to say to people on the show?
Well, first off, thank you so much. We had a great time.
This was so fun.
This has
welcome.
been such a pleasure for us. And final thoughts would be just thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Yes,
and we appreciate every single one of you, including you. And to, we have a show coming up. Anyone in California?
Yeah, so anyone in California, Hollywood area, we're going to be playing out Republic of Pie in North Hollywood
next Wednesday. And
6 to 7. So any California people,
let us know.
And
And
I think they live stream the event anyway.
I do think that, yes, they do. So we'll also include the link.
And then, so thank you for having us.
Yeah,
This is
thank you so
cool.
much.
Very
Thank you
welcome.
so much.